music, huh?
Yeah.
You're just hearing the glorious.
It's awesome.
Yeah, sometimes there's I don't know how, but there's something different about worship type of music.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I might not even understand what this person is saying,
Mm.
but they just bring this different environment with them. They just bring this different atmosphere.
Worship is the highest calling, as in, uh, God, he created us for one thing, for worship.
Mm.
Not, of course, only in music, but a lot, because worship is, it's diverse. So we have to worship God. That is why it feels so awesome. You feel the move of God when you just hear maybe a worship song, or you're worshiping. You feel the move of God.
Mm. Amazing. This is DC Talk Radio 90.9 FM. It's Table Talk with Major, and we're sitting talking to Pastor Mlenga,
Yeah.
who is just great and amazing at what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Pastor Mlenga, tell me, when you just saw that you had a calling in this ministry,
Mm.
how did you handle it?
Well, I started experimenting.
Mm.
Yeah.
When you say
I
experimenting, what do you
as
mean?
in I felt I had that the time I felt I had a call was at school. So
Mm.
I was, as I said, I was a server, an outer boy. So I started watching, by then TBN, and I could see, I think I have to do this. I have to go this direction. And then I started experimenting on people. I'd go touch them, pray for them, and it made me feel, good. Uh, I really didn't understand what ministry was, though. So I
Mm.
started just, experimenting, so to say. And then as time went by, I started understanding what it was. And then you'd be so surprised that when that started happening, I would pray for people. I was at Chwala Boys, so I'd pray for people. And then when I pray for them, some will fall down. And then I started getting scared. And then eventually, I started running away from God because I didn't know whatever it was. I wasn't I wasn't even reading the Bible that much, so I didn't even know that there's a prophet, there's an evangelist, there's this and
Mm.
that, there are duties, all those things. So I started running away from God. Yeah.
Wow. So you found yourself in a Jonah type of situation
Yes. Yes.
where you know exactly where you're supposed to go, but you're like, no, I don't want to do this.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Tell me, what was your most scary moment that you ever experienced during that time of your exile, of your self exile?
Okay. I stopped, I think going to church. I ran away from, the face of God. I thought I could escape everything, but I almost died.
Let's talk about that one. What happened?
What happened? Well, it's I don't talk of this though, but let me be open with you.
Mm.
There's a time I dreamt something, you know. I was from I took some alcohol with my friends, and then I went home. So I dreamt something, and then I told my wife. I said, you know what? I dreamt that I was poisoned, and then she said, oh, okay. And I told her I dreamt I was poisoned in June,
Mm.
and then I think that was April, and she said, okay, okay, okay. So in June reached, and June I because God used to show me things, still does show me things. So I said, okay, fine. June I didn't do anything, so I was home every time. I wasn't drinking that much until June passed. So the 1st of July, I got very happy and said, the devil is a liar.
Mm.
Actually, I'm going to celebrate. And I escorted my wife to the market, and then I went. just to take just 2-3 beers. When I took a beer and I smoked a cigarette, I ran mad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was in July. Yeah. So I ran mad.
Man, that's...
Yeah.
Whoa! How long did you stay in that condition?
A month, 2.
And what was the explanation behind that?
As in, oh, I would say this, partly witchcraft, but I think it